Hello and welcome to the Awesome 180 channel. I'm Ashton Doctor, your habit coach. And today we're going to be talking about a question that I get from our young viewers. People who are still figuring out what to do with their jobs, how to find their jobs. And they keep saying, Ashton, I'm still trying to search for it. I don't know what I'm passionate about. What should I be going after? What should I be doing? And the way that I look at it is that, when we are very young, we haven't had enough life experience to tell us what it is that we know that we're going to like, what it is that we should be doing. This is the time when we should be taking advice from people, listening to the advice of people. And I remember when I was in college, I had no clue what I was going to be studying. I had to ask my parents, and whatever they told me to do was fine by me. I just did it. And it's so interesting because at that point of time, it didn't matter. Nowadays, we are so particular about, I need to be passionate about this. I need to be able to think about what it is that I want to do. And that's why we go and follow it. The other day, I was talking to my granduncle. He's all of, I think, close to 92, 93. And he was telling me that, back in the day, we never thought about what it is that we are going to be studying, what it is that we're going to be working. Working was for a particular purpose. It was for earning money. Where did this concept of passion come in? And that reminded me of when I was in college. And for the first time, there was an ad that spoke about following your passion, where there was this girl who went and decided to become a singer against her mother's wishes. And then once she became a singer against her mother's wishes, she suddenly did very well, and then everyone was proud of her. And that was, I think, the first time any of my friends and my peer group at that point in time, even thought about this concept of passion. Because when I was growing up, it was all about work for money, work for your duty, work for the way that it was. And nowadays, because of this whole concept of passion intertwining with work, it's getting very confusing for people. So the way that I like to do it is I like to break it down in multiple stages. When you're young, don't worry about your passion because you haven't experienced enough to create a passion. Worry about what your family thinks. Worry about what your mentors think. Worry about what your friends think about. Use them as guides. Make a decision. Stick to that decision. See how it feels, but importantly, see it through. Because you never want to start this whole habit of starting things and not completing them. See it through. Because what I've realized is that your ultimate career actually never is affected by what you studied in college. You'll always end up doing different things. For example, I studied sociology and anthropology in college. Okay, sociology and anthropology. I'm nowhere close to doing anything close to sociology and anthropology now. Then I did my MBA in Wellinger, where I did when I was a marketing MBA. I'm using that, of course, in the work that I do, but it has nothing to do with habit coaching, right? It has nothing to do with being able to make videos. So what you have to do is you have to constantly be in a state of learning. Don't look at whatever you choose to do as a career option or as a education option as the final thing that you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. Realize that what you pick up from education, what you pick up from careers is the way that you should be thinking. The reason why engineering students make such good leaders in companies, for example, is because engineering students are taught systems and processes, which is what are important. For example, in a corporate job where you're running a big business, you need to learn systems and processes. So it's very interesting. It's not the engineering that they're using, it is the style of thinking that they're using. So I've gone all over the place in this particular topic because it is a vast topic to cover. And it's very difficult to do that in 5 minutes or 7 minutes. But the way that I would think, and the way that I would encourage you to think is, explore passions. That means try multiple things. Try multiple things and see where your interests lie. But when it comes to making a decision, make a decision asking your friends, asking your parents, taking advice from your elders because they've seen far more than you have. Okay? And most of the time, they have you in their best interests. So don't worry about that. Look at doing different things, keep learning, keep being hungry, and you will see that you will soon create success for yourself. And the final thing that I would say on this topic is that you have to have the habit of creating goals. You have to have the habit of creating a 5-year goal, a 3-year goal. That should start early. At the end of 3 years, I should have been able to do this. Perfect. What it is, that is a separate topic. But you should at least have been able to do this. You should have finished your education. You should have probably picked up 2 hobbies. Put it down that way. Because ultimately, the more you experience, the better the quality of your life and the better you'll be able to take decisions later on. And the more you experience, the faster you will find your passion. So your Simple Habit starts by doing this. Experience everything. Do as much as you can. Don't get stuck and just fixated on one thing in particular. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach, and I hope you found this video helpful, because this is, I know, something that everyone's worried about: career guidance, guidance about school, education. So focus on this. If you have friends who are in this situation, who are worried about what they should be doing, share this video with them, because I know it's going to be useful. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you know when future videos come out. And awesome lives, they start with awesome habits. Being curious is one of those awesome habits.